This is Jack. It's December 3rd, 2009, and it's been a pretty rough week here. Uh, Tuesday, the weather started getting really gloomy, and Wednesday, the huge storm came by and dumped about 8 inches on us, and it was a pretty big mess. Nice thing it did is it filled up the catfish pond, as you can see here, and it's looking pretty for this time of year. Well, the same bad weather, the same stormy weather that brought us all the rain also caused BJ's arthritis to really hurt. And that meant he had to take maximum pain medication. I gave him the muscle relaxers, which is a tranquilizer, and usually puts him to sleep, but instead he didn't go to sleep. He started getting kind of mean. One thing that was really bothersome was he was arguing with me over his delusions. Yesterday he goes, where's mother at? She isn't, is she back? She hasn't come to see me. And I said, she's not here, BJ. And he goes, of course she is. I said, no, she's not. It's just me and you. And he goes, well, who is that does the shopping every day and who does the cooking? And I didn't mean to, but I just blurted out, that's me. So it's almost like he's getting confused by the roles. I'm doing the role of his mother, I guess, shopping and cooking, and he's taking that behavior and assigning her face and her personality to it. So the dementia is a lot more complicated and scary than just forgetting things or having a memory problem. It's your whole brain coming unwired, and it's really disturbing to watch. And on top of it, I can't really have a conversation with him. It probably would be good for me to have more normal people around here to talk to other than the dogs, because it's kind of warping my reality too. So I'm just not too sure where to go with this right now. So, well, it's about 11 o'clock now, and I got BJ in bed, and he's been kind of freaky. It's been a bad week. I mean, he wasn't able to go to the bathroom. Monday, I had to go to the store. I was going to get the special laxatives. I came home. He was on the commode, but there was just a mess everywhere. I mean, I'm lucky he made it onto the commode and he didn't, fall or break anything. But it's just so discouraging, and I just get into a panic when, when there's crap laying around. It's just like it's radioactive. I mean, it's just a panic. It's like I got to get rid of it as quick as possible. And so the rule is first you get it off any skin, so I had to clean him off, and then you remove it from any surface that might touch skin, so I was working on the commode. But I mean, I don't want to be gross, but it's like at times, I mean, it gets into every crack. I mean, it's everywhere. So I'm like holding my breath, and then I start hyperventilating or something because it's, I'm upset anyway. So I'm just like working like a maniac. He's like there trying to go to the bathroom, and I'm wiping and got Clorox and stuff. And and then at one point I was like sloshing something around, and somehow a droplet came out and got somehow behind my glasses and went right in my eye. And I swear I just screamed and scared him to death, and me too. But I mean, it's just like I don't even want to imagine what that droplet was. And it's just like this stuff is alive. I don't know what he does in his thrashing about, but it's on his pants. It's everywhere, but on the Depends. I mean, the Depends, ironically, was pristine. So it's just like that. The poop has a mind of its own and wants to distribute itself over the widest area as possible, and it will do anything. It's alive. It was like I was shaking out a soiled towel the last time this happened. It was outside and like shook it to get rid of it, and I swear, just, a pea-sized piece flew up and it hit me right in the head. And, like naturally, your instinct is to swat it, stuff like that. And I have it, so now this pea-sized thing is a smear on my head and my hand. It's just like, it's, it's almost like you're stunned by like how one bad thing can grow another bad thing. It can grow another bad thing. And it's like a wart growing a wart that grows its own wart. I mean, it's just, you get to the point where you're not even mad because it's so weird and so improbable. But that's kind of how Monday was. I was really paranoid because earlier in the evening, it came time to take a pill and I couldn't find his juice. And then I looked and his all over, and then looked in the refrigerator and his juice was on the lower shelf where I never put it. So I took it out and like gave it to him, and he took his pill, and then I said, do you want me to put it back in the refrigerator? And he goes, yeah, I combined those two juices all into one. I combined it into one. And I went, you combined, and he was pointing at the urinal, the bottle he pees in, and I went, you combined it with this? And he went, no. So that might have been the only moment he realized. And then I started thinking, I realized there wasn't two bottles of juice in the thing. He had emptied the pee, and I'm pretty sure. And then I think, it was cranberry juice, so it probably didn't taste too weird, but I think he tasted it. And then a few minutes later, he said, could you just take that to the sink? So, I mean, I don't know how to prevent these things. It's just beyond me. It wouldn't help if I wrote this as P on it. It just wouldn't, he's not recognizing it. So anyway, what we're going to do tomorrow is, he's been off Aricept. Aricept is for treatment of symptoms of dementia. My doctor says it doesn't work very well, and I don't know that it does or not. But it's a little expensive, so, I've been trying to get him off, but then it seems like it does help, things like confusion in the pee bottle. So I think it's worth the money, and we're going to try it again. So one of the problems with it is that it has a side effect that makes him not be able to pee. So I usually just give him a half dose. So here again, we're in this complex situation where, we have one disease on top of another disease on top of another disease. So like, managing the dementia, and then now if we got to manage the pain, which, affects the dementia, so I don't even know. The doctors just, they're just like surprised he's alive. So dog next door is barking. So how about that's it for Thursday, December 3rd, 2009. This is Jack saying be good and grow. See you next time.